Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I am using for the main reading, which this is not, this is the introduction, and I will put in a timestamp so you can go right to the main readings. I am using my Bradley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I will use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. And of course, I will use my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for this reading, for the introductory reading for what's going on universally or in the world, I will use my Waite Rider original tarot deck and the good tarot. I have to look over here. Colette Baron Reed wanted to say something, so we'll see what happens with that. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler, intuitive reader. I open myself to higher power, and whatever comes through just comes through. And it's always best when I try not to understand it too much and just deliver the message. Anything that is reversed, of course, has a little bit stronger energies. We are now in Taurus season. The thing about Taurus season is it's an interesting time. Taurus is, a little while ago, a couple of years ago, we're in a very, very, very good trend or good season. And then it came when they had their tower moments. And with that tower moments, when I talk about Taurus as having those tower moments, we all had the tower moments with Taurus. And so it's been a while for Taurus, as Taurus has been working really hard to get back on their feet, getting to that star moment, getting to that moment of hope. Well, I am feeling, Tauruses, this is our time, this is your time. So let's see what we have. Just overview universal, and by the way, happy birthday, Tauruses. So let's hope that this is the time that things start to build up again. We have been seeing that, and I know I talk about the planets before. There's not a whole lot. We're about to start going into eclipse season. We're about to go into where the planets start to go retrograde, but they're all in a strange alignment right now, and they're going to get more and more in this alignment. So it's an interesting time energetically. I have been trying to post things on my Facebook, Instagram, and even on my YouTube community page. So watch for those, and let's see what we have for just the overview as we are in now, Taurus season. Okay, first card is, Justice. That has been coming up a lot. It was coming up a lot in my personal readings, as I was saying, what's happening, because I have a very hard time reading for myself, but reading for whatever's going on in the world. So we have an 11 energy, so 1-1 energy, new beginnings, new starts. Also add it together, it's a 2 to our choices and decisions. This is major arcana. This is, again, justice, but justice is not necessarily clear-cut. Yes, there is right and there is wrong. But it's also, why is the right and why is the wrong? What was the intention? So this has a lot of divine justice. This has a lot of heavenly power, higher power justice happening. So, this came up in this, for the week prior reading, and now it's coming up for this weekend. So we should be seeing this more and more and more. Anyway, major arcana, there is a lot of things happening. We do have that Libra full moon, energy still pushing us forward. We do have a Libra energy here. And I find it interesting. That the foot, the sock, whatever this is peeking out. So I'm kind of feeling like we might be seeing it more. It's like things have been hidden, and yet we might be seeing it more and more and more, especially as we go into this weekend. Okay, next card. Here we are. That was reversed. Now, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles in itself is earth energy. That is our Capricorn, which we still have Pluto in Capricorn. And as we get to the end of the month, Pluto will be going retrograde still in Capricorn. So there's that interesting energy. This is also Taurus. We are in Taurus energy right now. It's Taurus season. It is also Virgo energy. Money, job, career, personal achievement energy here. I feel like this is very tangible stuff. Now, the court cards have an underlying energy, and the Knight's underlying energy is our fire energy. Aries, which we just left. It's also Leo and Sagittarius, passionate, very burning, very committed. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is about getting to work, is focusing, because Knights are very focused. They will go where they're where they're pointed to, and they do what they need to do. Now, the Knight is kind of surveying things here. The Knight is kind of figuring out which path am I going to be taking, where am I going to be going. But once the Knight figures that out, and that's going to happen, that's going to come, the Justice card, the Justice King, the Justice Divine energy is going to, tell them where they are supposed to be going. But once they get going, the Knight of Pentacles does the job. The job gets done. Next card is, now we have the Queen of Pentacles. And this is really a lovely card. This has abundance to it. This has taking care of business, taking care of home. Now, again, I told you what Pentacles is, earth energy. The Queen energy is, of course, the water energy, the emotional energy, the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Something's going on with Scorpio as we go forward a little bit. There's some things going on with the nodes. Too much to really talk about at this time, but there is some Scorpio energy going on. There is some that water energy. It's emotional. It's very spiritual energy too. But the Queen takes care of business. So this is going out. This is getting things done. But this is also taking care of business, taking care of the home. This is providing a lovely environment for the people that the Queen cares about, loves, and takes care of. The Queen of Pentacles is also about nurturing others and also taking care of herself. So there is justice coming. There is some balancing of some of the energies. A lot of times, like I said, as we go into Taurus season, we should be seeing that things are going to not necessarily go back to normal, because that is now gone. And it's not necessarily, it's a new normal as what we are hearing out in that world. It's a divine normal. It is what the divine has been wanting to be our normal. And it's a getting to business, taking care of the ones that we love. Now, this could be, again, that this is part of this divine plan. The divine plan is taking care of business. The divine plan is taking care of the ones, the ones we love. And this is why I'm always saying is that when we're, the people that have come to this channel, you are part of the light workers. You are part of the spirit workers. You are part of the ones that are trying to keep the balance. And yes, when you're doing this, you do get attacked quite often. It's like that type of energy, of the negative energy. But you are keeping the balance. Again, there's many light workers that have chosen to come for this moment because we have a big job to do. Okay, let's see what the Colette Baron Reed cards have to say. And it's the Good Tarot. And let's see what we have here. So that weekend does look positive. It does look, again, justice has a lot of secrets that come out. Okay, and this card is floating to me. Let's see what this is about. Now we have the earth energy. And this is the messenger of earth. So the messenger's underlying energy is earth. So this is earth. So we've got a lot of tangible energy happening. Somehow it's like the divine justice is going to be working in this earth, and we're going to be seeing more and more of this divine justice, this divine balancing, this divine bringing us to where we need to be. And we do need to, my thing is always, hey, mercy, mercy. But the page of earth, the messenger of earth, this is the one that gets the message out. The page of earth is, this is generally a new project, something very exciting, something very, yes, I can get this done. I have the skills for it. I can do whatever it is I need to do with this. But I'm kind of getting the messenger here too. And, the messenger is, again, the messenger, which a lot of times it does fit with the page's role. But the messenger, again, from the hierarchy, from the higher energy, from the divine energy. So this to me means we might be hearing more about something, more about this justice, more about, things with this new balance for us. Again, all of the earth energy has to do with tangibles. And these are all very, very positive energies. And, a lot of times this has to do with money. So I can claim that. Yeah, let's claim money. We can work with that, right? But the messenger, that messenger energy, the messenger name is really connecting more. So we could be, we could be hearing about money. We could be hearing more and more. Again, this is positive. It's not always easy, but it is these are positive cards. Okay. So the one card the one energy we did not talk about was our sword energy. We did not have any sword energy, and that is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and it's also our Libra energy. We just had that Libra full moon, and that is hearing news. It is making plans, making long-term plans, and it's really all about thinking things through. Sometimes it's overthinking. Sometimes it's thinking. Sometimes it's just processing a little bit too much. But it is sword energy. It is air energy. Okay, so yeah, I would say that something's happening very much in the heavens. Something's happening very much in the divine. We need to get to work. We need to take care of ourselves and others during this time. These are very positive energies. And the messenger, the page, while it can be an exciting time, it's also about, the message. What is the message that we're going to be hearing? Okay? So, anyway, let's go on over here. Anyway, my wonderful people that follow, please take a moment, because this really helps, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Let me know what you think, and I will start the videos now. Hello, my Leos. We are firmly in Taurus now, and we have Uranus is in Taurus also. Expect the unexpected. That's been doing a lot of things with our jobs and our careers and just how we make our money. It's been, an interesting time. Now, it's going to be there for another 2 years. But we're coming towards the end of that cycle. So things should start to actually settle in a little bit more so, okay? Feeling that. Also, you know how I get, I get my little songs. Well, I'm getting for you, as I picked up the cards for my Leos, What's It All About, Elfie? Okay? And, that has a lot of interesting stuff. You might want to take a look at the lyrics. Okay, it's an old song, what's from the 60s. Here we go. It was also based on a movie, too. But let's see what we've got here for my Leos. Okay, 3 cards face down, of course, and here is reversed. First card for my Leos, the Eight of Water. And this kind of connects with that song, I believe. 8 has unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Water is our Cancer, our Pisces, our Scorpio energy. There's a lot of planets in Pisces right now, and there's some Scorpio energy starting up a little bit too. So it's fluid, it's emotional, it's very spiritual energy. There is this sense of what's it all about? Is this what it is? I want to move on. I want to go forward. There has to be more to life. There has to be more. So this has a very reflective type of energy for the weekend. This has a type where we're going to look at, Leos are going to look at stuff and kind of say, is this all there is? But at the same time, it's, Leo energy does not stay stagnant for long. It has to flow. And the Eight of Water has to flow also. Okay? A desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. It has to flow. We have to keep flowing. The Leos have to keep flowing. Their energy has to keep moving on. but it's also good to take a moment or two or five and really just kind of do some soul searching at the same time. So this could be a weekend of soul searching energy. Here we go. The Page of Air. This has been popping up in a lot of the readings. I know it came up in a couple of the water readings, so you might want to take a look at whatever your, when you go back to your natal chart, your Venus or rising, ascending, moon, Mars, Mercury too, and see what's going on with this. The Page of Air. Page's underlying energy is that earth energy, money, job, career. Air energy is our Aquarius, our Gemini, it's our Libra. There's a lot of Libra. So right at the time when we're thinking, what's next for us? Where are we going for us? What's happening for our Leos? The Page of Air comes up and says, how about that way? Or how about that way? Why don't we make some plans? So there is something that excites. There is some news. There is some news because air energy does have some plan thinking, but it is also about hearing news. So news could be coming to you. An opportunity could be coming to you. Something that actually starts to stimulate your brain cells a little bit more. Another job, another direction, another piece to put into your resume, to put into your skill set, okay? It could be some classes to take. It could be something to, again, it's something that's going to motivate you a little bit more, and it's going to also stimulate your thought processes and stimulate your planning. Like I said, Leos don't stay stagnant for very long, and then the Page of Air is right there to kind of say, come on, let's think this through, and there's more here. There's more to life, okay? But the Page of Air also, and again, this kind of is coming from all of the other ones where it brings its own challenges and own, it's not necessarily something that just drops in your lap. And again, the introduction, that that Knight of Pentacles has been running through all of the signs. There is work to be done. There is still work to be done. So here we are, logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. I feel that I don't think that this is so much change in plans as much as kind of think your plan over a little bit, okay? Your last card here is reversed. The King of Fire. When I said think your plan over, the King of Fire, underlying energy is air, so we know what that's all about. Fire is your energy. It is yours. It's Sagittarius. It's also Aries energy, passionate, burning, very, very determined. Now, Jupiter will be going into Aries more in May. I think it's in May, latter part of May. So so a lot of the plans that you're making now, you may not necessarily see in fruition or see started until Jupiter goes into Aries, and it'll be there for a while. The King of Fire sits back. Now, there's a lot of that smarts from the air energy, the sword energy, but the King of Fire is kind of like, okay, we're not going to just jump into this right now. We're not just going to make some changes because we're not changing for change's sake. Whatever changes we're making have to make sense, and it has to be something that brings back a good return. The King of Fire looks at his kingdom and says, what's going to be best for Leo? What's going to be best for the kingdom? What's going to be best? Now, the King of Fire also leaves a lot of the little work to, just kind of dulls that out, kind of says, hey, you take care of this little one. I'm looking at this big picture. So, the weekend is going to be, like I said, there's this, I want something more. The Page of Air brings about some new ideas, brings about news, so it's kind of like, hey, Leo, somebody else is doing this, has the same skill sets, and you're like, maybe I can do that. King of Fire is a little bit, kind of says, we don't necessarily have to jump, again, we don't have to do change for change's sake. We need to be smart about this, but we also need to look at the long-term effects of it all too. But the King of Fire is very willing to take some risks. All right. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So the King of Fire, like I said, is willing to take some risks, but they're very calculated risks. The the return is going to be something, it's calculated in the king's favor, in Leo's favor. Okay, so this is one of those really thought-provoking weekends for you. The energies are for some change. And we got some cards that fell. And here we go. Okay. Both of these came up reversed, but they were on the floor. This is our 7 of Cups, 7 of Water. Choose wisely. Now, the thing about choosing wisely, so this is the 7 of, like I said, the 7 of Cups. And this is where there's many different choices. The thing about this is we always tend to think that we have to choose one. We really don't. You can have backup plans. You can, and if you look at the 7 of Cups, there's some things that are very positive looking, some things that, no, why would I choose that? And then there's some mysterious things we don't even know. But again, it is about choices. And again, whatever this news is, it provides choices for us. And one of the things Leos like is choice, because Leos like to know that whatever path they went down or go down, it is because they chose it. Okay? So choose wisely. There is a 7. So we have an 8, 7. 7 has a divine umbrella, divine protection. Then we have a 5. Now, 5 has changes positive, changes negative, just kind of changes, change. This talks about some financial and material changes. So this is one of those things, this is one of those energies that just kind of have to say, where are we at with the finances? Where are we at with what we have? Is there potential for growth? Is there potential for, more money to come in? This is not necessarily a negative energy. This is not like the 5 of Pentacles that when at first glance, the 5 of Pentacles is kind of like, they don't have shoes on. They're in the cold, and they are. But there is a place of refuge for them too. So this doesn't have any of that negative. This just means whatever whatever the King of Fire is choosing, whatever the King of Fire is, kind of making that calculated risk, there will be some financial and material changes. I feel like it's going to be very positive energy. Because remember, we go back to the introduction. Yes, there is that Knight of Pentacles, but there's also that Queen of Pentacles too. So let's see what we have, what crystal or energy for my Leos. Let's see what we've got here. This one is reversed. So this is one of those weekends where you're going to have some really deep thoughts, and it could possibly put you on a brand new pathway. This is reversed. Celestite. I love this one. Communicating with angels, tranquility, good fortune, deep meditation. Connect with higher power, always. Okay, my Leos. This looks like this is one of those very active energies, very active redirection or refining of your direction. Okay, so take a moment, please, my Leos. Please like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, though, my Leos, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.